Hello YouTube, Slate Warrior here with Game 2 of my Duel versus dzeeff on Dueling Network for my 100 subscriber special. If you have not seen Game 1, you can of course check that out on my channel, and in the description of that video you will see a link to an article for TCG Player that dzeeff actually wrote, and it will be going over the deck that he's playing right now. This is of course not the finished version of the deck. As you can see in the chat, he has 10 cards in the extra deck and no side deck for it, but as you can see, this is another short video, so that means somebody's going to get dominated here. He starts off with Tour Guide, which is a great play in his deck. He's playing a deck that he calls Wight Abyss. Like I said, check out that article if you want to see every explanation of every card choice plus a deck profile. So he and that'll of course be the final version, of course. On Dueling Network right now, this is not. So he goes into Scarm, which is the best thing to go into, and then he goes into Dante. He detaches Scarm, which is the best thing to detach, and he mills 3, milling 1 Skull Servant and a Tour Guide, which isn't really that good to mill. He actually summoned it in attack mode, which is, first turn you normally want to put it in defense mode, because if you put it in attack mode, it does gain the attack, but it can't attack, obviously, the first turn, so it doesn't change itself into defense mode at the end of the battle phase, because you can't enter that battle phase. And as you can see in the chat over there, I said, why not summon him in defense? And he said, what did he say? He said something like, he doesn't even, he forgot. He always forgets to do so, but, he added the Tour Guide back in the end phase with the Scarm. So as you can see, I opened up with Solar Recharge. It's a great thing to open up with when I can combo with Lightsworn, because it lets me start setting up my graveyard, and this draw engine, having my big monsters in my hand is important. And basically what I say about this deck is if I get spells, if I open up with spells, MST, Charge the Light Brigade, and Solar Recharge, I'm going to win. So as you can see, I got my graveyard set up, and this is where I just pretty much go off. So I actually Solar Recharged into Charge of the Light Brigade, which let me add a Ride into my hand, and I'm going to banish a Light in the Dark. In this case, it is going to be, I believe, Tour Guide and Raiden. If it's not Raiden, it should be. I like to banish Raiden because it was effect failure. I like to banish Raiden because then I can get him back with Leviair if I have him late game, because then Raiden can be used for milling and as a tuner. But yeah, so I special summon my Light Pulsar, normal summon Plague, go into Beals, and then I discard my Raiden and my Malicious, which is great, having Light Pulsar as a discard outlet for Malicious, and then I summon Light Pulsar, activate Malicious's effect to get another Malicious, accidentally banish the card from the top of the deck, whatever, he knows what's up. So I then have 2 level 6s plus a Beals. I top deck my MST to bring back Plague and go into Scrap Dragon. This is the play, by the way. This is the play that we want to be making. We want to be able to get Scrap Dragon and Beals on board, as well as another monster, and Plague Malicious normally enables that. In this case, it was Plague Malicious Light Pulsar, because Light Pulsar was the extra monster. And, at this point I can just OTK, because he adds that thing back, but it doesn't matter. He doesn't have anything in his hand to stop, and 3,000 plus 2/8 plus 2/5 is enough per game. So as you can see, he was the one getting dominated this turn. If you can put 1 monster on board against me, I open up with a combo. It's pretty hard to win unless you have some sort of hand trap. And of course he had no back row, which, like I always preach, is the best thing to go up against in this deck. Like, if you can go up with like Lightsworn, like Sylvan, well, unless Sylvan is gonna go off in you first turn to make Felgrand Draco Sack, going off with your deck first turn is pretty easy if they don't have any back row. Like, this deck is pretty consistent in that way, especially if you open up with spells. There aren't too many dead draws. The only things is, like you could see in the video versus the RGB0, if you open up with a ton of boss monsters or multiple Maliciouses. But in this case, I opened up with a Malicious, and I was able to discard it using Light Pulsar Dragon. But the real MVP of this duel is the fact that I got some spells in my hand. So like this video if you enjoyed it, favorite it if you liked it that much, subscribe to my channel for more Yu-Gi-Oh videos. Go ahead and comment down below to help me celebrate my 100 subscriber special, and share this video with your Yu-Gi-Oh friends, because these videos aren't getting that many views, and I kind of expected that. I'm still going to do them because I'm loving this for my 100 subscriber special, but share them with your Yu-Gi-Oh friends, because if people know about this, I feel like they'll watch it more readily. Like, my subscribers don't seem to really be enjoying this that much, but if you can just show your friends, that would be very much appreciated by me. So again, thanks for watching, and I will see you later, YouTube.